Didn't everything in the scriptures suggest a mighty warrior, a king who would establish and destroy Israel's enemies with a sword and reestablish national sovereignty? Surely a soon-to-be arrested, condemned, and crucified Messiah would be a failed one. Indeed, what else but bitter disappointment and disillusionment could lead a crowd of jubilant celebration to chant, "Hosanna, Hosanna" on Palm Sunday, and crucify him, only 5 days later on Good Friday? Expectations were high. There was a messianic script, but Jesus failed to follow it. Perhaps he was only a spiritual king after all, with little bearing on the concrete realities of oppression. Christianity continues to have a curious relationship with triumph, an overeager acceptance of proper scripts. Ways we commonly think about Easter Sunday has a way of erasing all the pain of our disillusionment. We don't often linger enough in the disorientation of the week between Palm Sunday and Easter. We move from one triumph to the next, forgetting, of course, the hints of disenchantment on Palm Sunday and the gaping wounds still visible on Easter morning. We get the answer before we really understand the question. See, we've culturally made room for humility, but not crushing defeat. We still want to win at all the world's games. And so we put Jesus on an entirely different plane, as if there's no real conflict between the kings of Tiberias and the kingdoms of God, just an unfortunate misunderstanding that led to Jesus' demise. If Jesus is only a spiritual king, the world can continue on running its well-oiled systems of domination while we pass out Band-Aids and wait for eternity. The reason Jesus doesn't ride in on a chariot or a war horse isn't because Jesus is against swords or spears or semiotic rifles, the priests of the white evangelical temple tell us, but because he is only a heavenly king. Jesus did not proclaim a social or political gospel, only a personal one. Never mind that it was precisely this logic that Southern theologians used against slaves who were learning about the liberation of Israel celebrated at the Passover.